Just the way it goes. Just the way it goes. Degrees.
Sadistic Penguin Studios presents It's Getting Drafty in Here.
Drafty old barn.
The show of drafting random nonsense.
I choose business ethics.
And now, coming to you from his basement, a.k.a. Draft Headquarters, your host and draft master, Magnificent Stan.
Hello, welcome to episode 25 of It's Getting Drafty in Here. I am your host, Magnificent Stan, and I'd like to proudly say that I'm a Democrat as well as a member of the 108 tournament. So with me today we're going to be drafting MLB City Connect jerseys. Firstly, we have our buddy Jordan is back for another episode from Southside Sox, as well as another member of the Ass Crew that we typically have on pretty much every show at this point. How you doing, Jordan?
I'm doing it's good. It's going good. It's been a while. I'm gonna continue my winning streak. So
there you go. Yeah, you squeaked one out past me. I think you got like 70 votes in the last hour to beat me last time. Also joining me is our fellow Penguin member and Yumper and Svo at the show host, our boy Svo. What's happening, pal?
Brian, what's going on, buddy? Thanks for having me on. This is a topic near and dear to my heart. I am very excited.
Yeah, shoes, jerseys, and hats. That's all we like have to have Svo on every time. And then finally, new member of the show. We haven't had her on yet. We have Chrystal O'Keefe from Southside Sox, as well as the Visiting Dugout podcast. How you doing?
Hello, I am dandy.
I'm so glad to finally have you on here.
Yeah, of course.
Right on. Well, yeah, as usual, as the other 24 episodes, we're not going to dilly-dally. Let's get right into the draft. Today we're going to be doing 3 rounds, and then we're also going to each pick the one we feel is the worst, as well, worst jersey or uniform itself, as well as our favorite hat. So, Jordan, let's go ahead and get rolling here.
I'm gonna use the number 1 overall pick on the jersey I'm currently wearing. The City Connect jerseys of the Colorado Rockies.
That's a good one. I saw in most of the lists and the rankings on like Bleacher Report and ESPN and a lot of places have done articles ranking them, and that one's consistently in the top like 2 in each one.
Yeah, there's always 1 or 2 at the top, and I got to go with the Rockies ones because they're. Honestly, they're not a city connect. They're more of a state connect because that's, kind of they represent even the region connect because they represent the region kind of.
Well, but there's also off the license plate, right?
Yeah, it's based off the license plate, but it's all, it's got all these like, fun little things. Like they've got like at the bottom, there's the Welcome to Colorful Colorado, which is like on all of their like, state entrance signs, and it's got like a patch for the like a ski slope and stuff, and they're fun, they're good. I hate when they wear the green pants with them. Honestly, they go better with the white pants, but no, they're great jerseys. Honestly, they're the ones that seem the most like out there from their original style that still makes sense with like. the theme of connecting to the city is.
Were you still living there when they were released?
Yes, I
Okay.
was.
Locally, did they like it?
It's hard to tell because I don't, didn't follow a lot of, Colorado like sports shit. From what I could tell, most people liked it. Wasn't like the kind of thing you'd see people walking around in because not really many people want to be seen in public in Rockies gear.
Right.
They're bad, but
Right. It's run by a not so good guy. And this is the jersey for the people that are watching. If you're not familiar with the Colorado Rockies jersey, that's what we got there.
Jordan said Colorado Rockies at 1, and my jaw hit the floor because these are awful. Like,
wow,
I am flat. No, hey man, it's all about taste, right? Like, I'm not picking on you. Like, I'm not picking on anyone. Like, these are absolutely terrible. And every ranking that I've read has these really middle of the road.
Really?
Yeah, like the green pants are terrible. The hat is like the only redeeming quality that.
See, that's the only part I don't like is the hat.
See, I like the hat too.
I am flabbergasted. Like, hey, like this is your draft. You do you, but I am shocked. This looks like, and I wish we had access to it right away. When the NHL did the jerseys in the 90s, and they had the Mighty Ducks like jumping out of the ice with the hockey stick in its hand. I am like flabbergasted.
Wow.
No, I did not say she has horrible taste. I said the jerseys are horrible.
The jerseys are terrible.
Okay. We can agree to disagree on that.
Yeah, that's exactly the point of this draft. I love it.
See, Sam made a point that the Chris Bryant wasn't in the promo.
Chris Bryant jersey, though.
I looked into buying one of those. That's what's so funny about that, Svo.
Could have got it signed.
I do agree the green pants are ugly, but they have switched to wearing them with white pants sometimes.
I like the green pants. It's unique. It's different.
Okay.
All right.
I like this. That's why this is fun, and there's no way this is going to be under an hour because we're going to have dialogue like this.
All right. Wow, you kind of put me on. I had my plan thinking that a certain one was going to be selected first, and it wasn't.
It wasn't. No, I knew everyone was going to think that I was going to pick that one first.
I feel like I'm doing a disservice to our community by not picking. You're a bad person, Jordan. I'm kidding.
Wow, thanks. Thank you.
I feel like, and that's one of my. See, So's already doing it. Again, I'm gonna go Chicago White Sox. Southside jerseys are, I feel like they're gonna be kind of like moving forward, gonna be pretty iconic for the whole franchise. Just, it's got, for me, it has that. If everybody, nobody's as old as I am. Svo kind of is. If you guys remember the Nintendo game Baseball Stars. There was a team on there called the Ninja Black Sox, and that's basically what these jerseys are. It's just black head to toe, and it looks mean, it looks tough, and it fits the culture of the South Side as well as well, not the team, but yeah. I don't love the hat, just like the Rockies ones. I'm not a big guy when you call it like Chi Town, the Chi. I think it's a tourist thing.
I just like the SOX like diagonal logo so iconic. It's just another play on that, I think. I got to see these about 3 months before everybody else. And these are like I'm surprised this didn't go 1 of 1.
I saw a gray hat with that Chi logo on it in black, like a light gray hat. And I think it looked really cool, but I don't know. It looks.
I agree. The hat is bad. I don't like the hat, but the jersey. The jersey's great. It's gonna be in the rotation forever at this point. But I picked the Rockies number 1 because I think there's a lot going on with it, and these are clean as. I think these are like clean as hell.
Yep. There's a couple that are like super clean, and a lot of them are like kind of clusterfucky.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They kind of seem like they, if the City Connects weren't a thing, it almost feels like the kind of thing that would have just been like an alternate at some point. Someone would have been like, oh yeah, the all black White Sox jersey with white pinstripes. Why didn't we think of that before?
Well, and I also think the south side across the chest, like if you're connecting to the neighborhood that you play in, I think like you nailed it right there, because we always talk about, it's the team from the south side. It's not up in Wrigleyville. Like I think it's perfect.
I just saw Sam's comment about putting guns on it. No, Sam, this wouldn't have been a good idea.
I only pay attention to like half of what Sam says.
And people who are watching or people who are listening to the audio version of the pod, Svo has every single City Connect hat, and he's wearing them as we pick them, as well as me flashing the image of the jersey. So, all right, let's go with our third pick. We got Chrystal.
I have to pick the Washington Nationals.
That was my other one.
Damn, that was on my list.
That was my favorite. It was the perfect kind of connection to DC without like political bullshit. And they're just pretty. Like gray is one of my favorite colors.
They are very good.
So yeah, if I couldn't have emo White Sox, then it was going to be the gorgeous Nationals.
The cherry blossoms are so perfect on there too.
Mm-hmm.
And like on the hats, they're sprinkled all throughout, like the side patches.
Yep.
Yeah, they're gorgeous.
I give them credit too, because not a lot of people would have the color choice. A lot of people would have had an issue with, which was fucked up, but that is what it is. But yeah, that was my backup pick for if the Sox one wasn't there. So good job there, man. I love the hat. I love the jersey. Everything about it is really, really, really clean and fresh and unique, That's Soto, right? He's not even on the team anymore.
Yeah, he's not even on the team anymore.
we had Giolito and we had Soto. So
They made so many of the Soto ones. You can get them for like $40 on MLB Shop now.
That's funny. I almost bought a Kevin White Bears jersey today. It was authentic Bears jersey, and it was like $12. I might go back and get it.
You should definitely buy a Kevin White jersey.
Okay.
Modeling.
Svo.
All right, I think Brian knows where I'm going to go with this, but I'm going to go with the Miami Marlins or the Havana Sugar Kings. I think like you're tapping into the Cuban connection in the city. The colors pop and they're bright, and they really, really embraced it. Like when I was there, they rocked them, and they're just a gorgeous jersey.
Another guy that's not on the team, Rojas.
Yeah. I think the combination of these for City Connects and going back to the 90s retro teals, the Marlins have the best uniform lineup like in the game right now.
Yeah. The
teals are my
teals.
favorite.
They're going to use the teals forever. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm a big – and the Marlins are my second favorite baseball team, so –
and, hey, they use Chicago flag colors, so –
kind of, yeah, that's a good point.
I never noticed that until now.
All right, am I up again?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, so I'm going to do this just because I don't want it gone. My next pick is going to be the San Diego Padres City Connect.
Bitch.
It's bright, it's vibrant, it's fun. It's just exactly what they're supposed to be.
Right. That is, now I picked the White Sox one obviously because I love it, but where the hell did I? You know what? I don't have the Padres on here. Where the hell? Oh man, show's over. No, I'm kidding.
Yep, we're done.
Yeah, we're done here. Yeah, it's just they're beautiful. They got that Miami Vice-y kind of thing going on, and
The jerseys definitely do not reflect the play on the field because these are really, really fun and really, really good, and the Padres suck.
those poor fans this year, they're just like us.
They're not like
At
us
least-
all
at
because
least-
their ownership spent money.
Yeah, you're right. All right. And for anybody that wants to see, I just jacked it there. But yeah, you hit it on the nose. It's fun.
Yeah.
That's the most important thing. Is those are their colors that you're never really going to see again, or not one of the standards, and yeah, just fun. All right, so let's go. So you're off to a really good start with this draft, man.
Thanks, buddy.
Those are two of my favorites. The last three picks are probably my three favorite jerseys. So like that would have been like 1, 2, 3 there. So
I mean, the Nationals pick is just like you can't go wrong with those jerseys and those hats.
Yeah.
okay, so let's keep rolling here. What do you got for us, Chrystal?
I selected the Milwaukee Brewers Brew Crew City Connects. They're just a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
I loved the font. I love the colors. They were blast. I've seen them in person so many times.
I love the arm patch.
Oh, Kutch, who's no longer there. That's my baby.
I like the 414 in the MKE, which is their
Yes.
area code. Just a nice
And-
little touch to the city.
And I love the grill on it because they are known for
Yeah,
a lot more
the grill-
tailgating,
The
summer,
grill
like
patch is
weekend.
beautiful.
Yeah, they're just so much fun. They're bright, cool colors.
Yep.
They looked great in them.
Yeah, they filled that like it needs to be fun thing, and that might not be the only time you see Andrew McCutcheon today. So.
Oh no, I know.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. Give me one sec here. So, I wore this on another podcast and got beat up pretty bad for it, but I'm gonna show you guys again here. I have my my Astros Jose Abreu City Connect. And I really do like these jerseys. I think they're fun. Another one that's just really fun. I love that a lot of people were making fun of it when they came out, that they look like what's the pizza place from Toy Story?
Pizza Planet.
Pizza Planet.
Pizza Planet. It's like the Pizza Planet jersey. I like the hats as well. I mean, they didn't really deviate too far from their standard jerseys. The colors were pretty similar, but the NASA thing, and they have the cool like patches on the sides, and then I had them put a World Series one just to fuck with people. So,
I just don't I don't know. Have any of you guys been to a game in Houston before?
No.
Do they people in Houston actually call it Space City? I've only ever heard it referred to as Houston or H-Town. I've never heard oh yeah, I'm from Space City.
The hats are good though.
yeah, the hats are perfect. I think. So he's wearing it, obviously. Yeah, it's a good one. That little short man looks pretty good in that one. But he's a douchebag.
He is.
I saw a video of him giving a jersey to a fan in, I don't remember what town they were in the other day. And the kid just freaking melted as soon as he took his jersey off and threw it at him. So can't be that bad of a dude, I guess.
Yeah.
But all right.
There are slim pickings left of actually good ones.
We still have a bunch of
Are we not going to get through 3 rounds?
No, I think we have to.
Yeah, we
You got it. I'm going to go with the Seattle Mariners.
Yep. Ooh, I like that one.
That's a good hat.
I love the black pants.
Do not wear it
the
in.
black pants are good.
Do
It's
not
just
wear
like
it in Chicago, but it is a good hat.
Yeah. So what is the symbolism of the hat? My sister mentioned it.
It's the pitchfork going down, which is I just threw up pitchforks on the pod. You cannot do that in certain neighborhoods.
Interesting.
But no, they're clean. The dark blue is good. They're more throwbacky than there's a lot of throwbacks in there, but they're clean. They're nice and clean.
And it's got that cool ass Pacific Northwest patch on it.
Yeah,
And then
they ate the shit up out of that when I was in Seattle a couple weeks ago. Like they were all over it. I almost bought one while I was there.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind the hat. But yeah, I can't go to the city with it. Okay.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
They're clean.
Again, I'm gonna talk about the pants for a second. It's something that's unique. You don't see like a colored jersey with black pants. Like you just don't see it. And I know multiple teams have done that with their City Connects, but the other one doesn't look as good. So
yeah, and the other one isn't black pants. If you're inferring to the Texas Rangers,
are they Navy?
They're Navy, I believe.
Okay, my bad. My bad. Does the jersey have a buzzer on it? We get it. They cheated like 3 or 4 years ago. Just come on. Let's just stop.
It's Sam.
Hi, Caitlin. All right, Jordan.
Okay. Well,
back to Slim Pickens again, huh?
Well, we're going to the other City Connect jersey I own.
There you go.
And my last pick, which is the Orioles City Connect.
I've seen a lot of people complain about them, and
there's complaints, but they're like a lot of people in Baltimore seem to like them, and they grew on me the day I went to the game that they revealed these, or they first played in these, was on my birthday. And I was dead set on getting an Orioles jersey that day, and all they had were these. But no, they're nice. The black is, there's been a lot of black City Connects, which isn't the greatest, but the pop of color is really good. And there's one thing I wish, and it was that the sleeve patch, which is like a representation of all the Baltimore neighborhoods, was the colory bits that they have on the inside of the where the buttons are and on the sleeves.
Sure. Does the jersey have any writing on the inside sleeves like the hat? So I don't know if you could see it, but it says you can't clip these wings.
I don't.
That's pretty badass.
I don't know.
It's pretty cool. Yeah, like that pattern that's on the outside of the sleeves and on the inside of the hat, I think is really cool. I wish it showed it a little bit more on the jerseys. But the inside says you can't clip these wings, and the bottom is camo.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I saw the camo. Yeah,
it's like that same. It's like that same pattern that the colors are, and it's supposed to be representative of Baltimore is more colorful on the inside than it looks, kind of thing.
Right.
But no, the pop of color on a pop of a lot of color on a black jersey is really different than all the other ones, because it's all the other black ones where it's just a color or white.
So that's another one where I now the thing, the camouflage under the brim and the inside, the lining, that's pretty cool, but I don't love that hat. It looks like a generic Bears hat.
Or like a Brooklyn Dodgers hat.
Right. You have the Orioles, it's an iconic logo. They have a couple of iconic logos from the 70s, the 80s, all the way into today, and I don't know, just kind of expected a little more out of it. But I like the jersey. I do.
I wish the hat had the coloring under the brim as opposed to the gray, the black and gray. But
that'd have been cool. That probably would have been difficult for them to do, though.
The coloring on the inside of the hat for any hat collector though is nice, because a lot of them are white on the inside, and if you're fat like me and you sweat, it turns like a yellow, and now it won't. So it's kind of nice that it's in there.
No yellow lining. I used to wear hats every day growing up, and all of them had Line
Or if you
is-
got like a cheap one, like it would get like the salt stains from your sweat on them. It was
Yep.
ugh.
Okay. Oh shit, I'm up. Okay.
You're up.
So I'm gonna go now. Chrystal and I hung out in Cincinnati at a Reds game this year.
Tis true.
I like the colors. I don't love the hat. I'm gonna go Cincinnati Reds. I love the I love the dark. I love the dark. I love the outline of the Cincy. I don't love the hat, but I love everything else about this jersey. So I'm gonna go Cincinnati Reds. Kind of just picking from what's left, kind of thing for me.
They go pretty hard.
Yeah, they look mean. They're like the Sox ones. They just look mean.
They're really good looking. I wish that they would have done something with like the Cincinnati's nickname is the Queen City. Like I wish they would have done something with that. And I hate the hat. I hate on the hat that they have the piping around it, and it makes it look like one of those 80s truckers hats. Like with the piping on it, and it goes all the way on the inside, and the inside has that black and red stripes. Yeah.
It looks like
Tron.
Looks like a weird zoot suit on the inside.
They're not very distinctive to me. The Reds jerseys, at least for this, just because it's like they seem like something like, again, it's one of those ones where it's like it toes the line between like connecting to its city and like being just like a kind of out there alternate jersey.
Yeah.
And this one I would put up there in the more like, this is a, it's an interesting alternate, but I don't see how it connects to the city outside of saying Cincy.
This is the right answer, Sam. Joey Votto still bangs.
He does still bang.
I would buy it. I still may actually buy a Joey Votto City Connect jersey because I fucking love that guy. Seems like the nicest human being ever, and he's funny as hell. But okay, let's go with our next one.
I'm just gonna put the hat on preemptively before Chrystal speaks.
Oh, you're incorrect.
Oh,
You know me well enough to assume that that's what it was going to be, but I went with the Boston Red Sox.
Okay, the Red Sox.
Oh, interesting.
So
Okay.
these are in honor to the Boston Marathon, Patriots Day. They have like on the side of it, there's like a little bib, like the Boston Marathon with their area code in it. And these are just kind of the primary colors for that marathon in the city. So I like these. I thought that was a nice like little representation. And again, like those Brewers, I like these colors a lot. I just have a thing for powdered blue, I guess.
They also were the very first City Connects to ever release. They were the first team to get them. So
And didn't they play the Sox when they wore them?
they did. It was the game that people went crazy because Gio can't pitch in the afternoons or the mornings.
Yes.
It was like a 9 o'clock start.
It was like a 9 o'clock start because of the marathon.
Yeah.
Right.
It was 11 a.m. They started
Yeah.
at 11 a.m. Eastern time. And yeah, Gio like blew it. But again, I am old enough to remember Big Papi yelling fuck on live TV after that marathon. So I just think these are super cool.
Okay. Yeah, I really enjoy the hat. The hat is cool to me. That's my favorite part of the whole thing, but it's solid. Yeah, that was definitely like as I was going to click on Cincinnati, I was like, Boston. No, I'm gonna go Cincinnati. So
It's definitely one of the ones where it's like this one, it feels like it connects to the city as opposed to like being an alternate. Like you couldn't, it's not like it's got the Red Sox colors that it's using. It's doing something different. And depending on who you ask succeeding, I don't have a necessarily opinion on it, but it does look good and it does connect to their city.
I'm trying to figure out which one Sean is mentioning in the chat here. I'm shocked one team hasn't been chosen yet.
I think I know what he's talking about, but I'm going to wait until the last one gets said.
Okay. Svo.
So I'm really surprised that this lasted as long as it did, but I am a big fan of the Los Serpientes Arizona Diamondbacks hats. The promo videos that they did with the snake camouflaging in the deserts, and the fact that they call them Los Serpientes, they didn't just do the stupid shit like the NBA does, like the Los Bulls, or like it could be the Los Toros, right?
Or
Like,
that one.
Well, and that that's not even current anymore. Like that hat is, they've already ditched it. I think the snake in the S and the cursive and like just the desert colors.
The
I think
tail
these
on the S is very cool.
I think these
the
are
rattler.
clean.
Yeah.
And I'm like, they grew on me more and more as they wore them more. So yeah, I like these Diamondbacks ones.
I don't like the sand color. I just don't.
No, but like it makes sense. That's what the rattlesnake
does.
looks like in
Oh,
the desert. I think it was a drastic departure from
Right.
what their normal colors are.
Yeah.
It certainly serves its purpose and it makes sense, but I don't know. It just for me personally, I'm not a big fan of the color. But
If I
but yeah,
didn't pick Boston, I was going to pick those.
Yeah.
I like those a lot.
Yeah, they're really good. I agree with Brian. I don't necessarily like the color. I think it works with what they're trying to do. I think it would have been interesting if they'd done a callback to like the 90s Diamondbacks jerseys somehow with them though too.
right. Yeah, that's another thing is the Diamondbacks have used so many like weird, cool, vibrant colors. They've used that teal. They've used that red. They've used that. They had purple. They were the first ones to use purple in a baseball jersey. Really,
I have so many Diamondbacks hats. It's disgusting.
yeah.
Like because they have so many cool colors and different it's ridiculous.
Brian, you said that they're the first ones to wear purple in the Rockies.
Nah,
Nah,
They don't count.
they don't count.
Colorado. They don't even have an owner.
They're
Okay,
missing.
so now we're gonna talk about the worst one. Now we can if we all think one specific one is the worst, we can all pick it here. We don't have to. We don't you're not stealing picks on this one.
Okay.
So let's do that for the last two rounds. Like there's no, the draft was the draft, those 3 rounds, and then the worst and best, just pick it. So
Cool.
So if you want to go first on the worst.
The worst, I'm just gonna fucking say it. The Cubs hat and the Cubs jerseys. Like Wrigleyville is not a real fucking neighborhood. It's not a neighborhood. It's Lakeview. The Cubs play in Lakeview, not Wrigleyville. I don't like these jerseys. I don't like the fact that it says Wrigleyville.
They're boring.
They're
There's
boring.
just not much.
They're boring.
Except for
I
the-
own the hat because I own all the hats, and I'm not gonna put it on my head. But it's just stupid. That's not the name of the neighborhood. You don't live in Wrigleyville.
And it's got a flux capacitor patch on the arm. I know it's something else.
They try to play off the flux capacitor as the Three Rivers, Chicago.
Also, I don't think a single one of those players are still on the Cubs. Yeah. Now, Javi's gone, Rizzo's gone, Hayward's gone.
Baez.
Yeah.
Yep, they're all gone.
Yeah,
Contreras.
he's one of them.
Who's on the right?
That's Contreras, isn't it?
Yeah, that's Contreras. That's Wilson Contreras.
Oh,
yeah.
Watching Wilson Contreras.
I don't know who the other guy is between Hayward and Contreras, but
That's Rizzo. Isn't
Oh, my wife
No.
tuned in, and it looks like
Rizzo's
a
on the end.
it? Okay.
Yeah, it's Rizzo, Baez, Hayward.
Hmm. No clue who this
I
guy
have
is.
no idea.
I'm trying to think of who that is. That's that one guy that played like third base after Bryant left.
Is that Wisdom?
Might be.
I don't know.
Don't even know what that guy looks like.
I don't know.
We need to have a fan of the show as a.
Oh, is it Jock Peterson? The Cubs fan chimed in. Yump chimed in.
Okay, so it's
Oh,
Jacques.
I-
Okay.
I
So they're
thought
all
he was
gone.
What about
older.
Jock Peterson, the Cub?
I just think it's terrible. I'm not a fan of it at all.
Mm-mm.
And I tried to take personal bias aside out of all of these because if we did a 4th round, I would have picked the Kansas City Royals, even though they're a division
See,
team.
I think both of those are too boring to be the worst. Like,
Yeah, but I like
it's
that-
like so fucking safe.
I
Like,
like the Royals the water fountains in Kansas City, and that's what it means.
I got a number one with a bullet. So
all right. What is it?
Crystal,
Los-
what do you-
it's
I'll
Los
go
Dodgers.
last. What do you got, Crystal?
Which one was it? The Texas Rangers. Those are hideous. I hate them with everything.
I think the jerseys are hideous. I like the hats.
I love the hat.
The hat's very cool, but yeah, the rest of it's a fucking train
I
wreck.
hate all of it. It's just so ugly.
But Jordan made a good point. Like they look gray in there, but they're a navy blue when the light hits them. And I don't know. I kind of like them.
It's a very cool hat.
But the rest of the jerseys,
The spur on the logo is pretty cool, but I guess it's an homage to one of the minor league teams. There was a Spurs team, and then I can't remember. Like I said in pre-show, I had all these notes and I lost them. So, but yeah, I agree with you, Crystal. It's kind of a train wreck.
Yeah, I also just hate Texas, and I'm very ACAB, and I know that's like what the Rangers technically stand for. So
Nothing wrong with that. Just don't ever get in the 108 tournament.
Yeah, because you're a
If you're a
Democrat.
Democrat.
I know
you can't.
Brian's up right now. Brian's up right now.
I've been in it twice. I did very well both years. So
All right, guys. Fuck this jersey.
yes.
I'm going San Francisco Giants. That is some ugly ass fucking high school bullshit jersey right there. That is so offensive to me.
Okay, I'm gonna play devil's advocate here. I like them.
Oh, they're so ugly.
I'm also with Jordan. I like them. I think
I like the bridge on the arm. The bridge is cool. The rest of it, it's like, what am I looking at?
They're trying to like they try. I think I like them because they at least tried something interesting. They tried to do something. They had an idea, and
But I think that's how you pick the worst. Is you go for it, and it doesn't turn out.
Well, what
You know
don't you
I
like?
mean?
But what don't you like about them?
The G. There's nothing there. It's like it's white, and then like a faded orange G on it.
Well, they try to make it like the fog on the bay, which is real. Like I think it's cool.
Oh Jesus, no.
they're definitely not in my like top 10. But I don't think I think they took a chance and it works a little bit. It's not the worst.
And then Sean disagrees with us about the Rangers, of course, because it. Are you a fan, Sean, or is it your wife that's a fan?
He's a fan by association now.
He's a fan by association, yes. Doesn't make me a Packers fan. You hear that, Brandy?
It really is plain, but I it's not the best, but like they're I would have I'm surprised that no one went Los Dodgers.
I
It's
like
just
the blue all the way down.
That's what I was going.
Yeah.
No, they're the Los Dodgers jerseys are stupid.
Well, and this hat isn't
Is
even
that your
like I
pick,
said.
Jordan?
Yeah, that's my pick.
This hat isn't even, they already changed it because they got such bad feedback on it. They went back to the traditional LA and they put the Los Dodgers logo on the side patch.
Yeah, no, they look bad. They look bad. They've worn like Los Dodgers jerseys on like Hispanic Heritage Night before. Like this isn't even like a new jersey really outside of the like little like dark blue whatever it is on the sleeves.
Another guy who's not on the team.
It's a nothing burger, and again, it's another guy that is on the team.
Oh man. See, the thing I like about it is the blue all the way down. I like that solid blue. The whole thing is like a solid. It looks like you're wearing like footy pajamas. Almost.
It looks like the pajamas
You know
that
what I
you
mean?
open up on Christmas Eve.
Right.
They're just bad. I don't like them. Like they didn't try. Like at least with the Giants ones, they tried something. This was like, oh, let's take some jerseys we've had before and like put the logo on a hat and do something funky.
I agree.
Do something stupid with the sleeves.
My sister had a starter Dodgers jersey that looked exactly like this. So
yeah, it's like you might as well be an alter. It's like it's the worst offender of like it doesn't connect to the city, and it looks like an alternate.
Out of all the starter jackets that your sister possibly could have owned, she had a Dodgers one?
It was a jersey. It wasn't a jacket.
Oh, okay.
She was a huge Red Hot Chili Peppers fan, and the Red Hot Chili Peppers were obsessed with the Dodgers. So
Obsessed with anything LA. I get it.
Right. Okay. Best hat, Jordan. Again, we can double pick if we both like the same one on this.
I'm torn. I'm torn between a couple, but I think I gotta go with the Nationals hat.
It's a good hat.
Yep.
It's just really good. It's the W is clean. The flowers on the side are really good. It's like the kind of hat you could wear in public and like people wouldn't think it's like a baseball hat.
Right.
It's like, oh, this is just like a cool Washington hat kind of thing. And
it's like a Walgreens promo hat.
Yeah, but it looks really good. It was between that or the Rockies hat, honestly, because I think the Rockies hat is also. I actually like the logo on the Rockies hat as much as a lot of people don't.
If you look at it from afar in this picture, it looks like the '90s Utah Jazz logo.
But I gotta go with the Nationals hat. It's very good.
It's a good pick. It's definitely a good pick. I am going to actually pick a hat, a part of a jersey that hasn't been selected yet. And even though it looks like a pretty standard Pittsburgh Pirates hat, and there's our Andrew McCutchen.
That's my baby. That's my man.
Drop again. Now, Svo, if you want to go up to can you take the hat up to? Yeah, that's what I love about it. I love the cool little pattern.
We can't see the hat.
That just kind of sneaks up on you. I actually like these jerseys just in general. I like the Reds one a little bit more. That's why I took it last. But yeah, I love that. I love that little cool pattern on it. I love the yellow and black. I always will. It's a cool mixture.
Yeah.
I think the jersey and the hat suffer from it has a cool pattern on it, but most people at a baseball game aren't going to see the cool pattern unless they're actively on the field or
you are right.
themselves.
You are.
It suffers from this is too far away for it to actually be effective. But I get what they were trying to go for, and it was at least interesting.
So when they go get eye exams to get their prescription changed, they just show them the Pirates hat from far away and say, "Can you see the pattern?" And if they can't, then they need new glasses. My joke didn't hit. All right, Chrystal. My follow up. I'll mention it afterwards. Go ahead. What do you got?
Well, see, I was actually going to go with the Pittsburgh hat, but now I do kind of want to be different because they lost points for not going with that old the tricorn hat. That they should have done that if they were going to do City Connects. They should have done their cool old hats. So
like the pillbox one?
Yeah, like the pillbox ones. Yeah. So for that, I'm going with a hat that I also do own. I'm going to go with the Orioles one because I love the pattern and I can't clip these wings.
Okay.
Good hat.
Until I knew that it existed, I didn't like that hat at all, and now I'm okay with it.
Yeah, they're really nice in person.
That's cool. I got to get over there for a game. Jordan, you know where I could stay when I'm going to an Orioles series?
I've got a second couch that I don't even use.
Right on. All right, Svo.
So I'm tempted to draft something that hasn't been drafted yet, but I just think looking at these hats, I want to go San Diego Padres again. It has the logo, it has the colors. I do think that if we're talking about hats, I think that taking the old school 70s feel of the Braves, but incorporating the new logo is really, really cool. I also think that this is underrated. The surfboard beach
Yep.
of the Angels, I think, is really, really good.
Yeah, I like the creaminess of the Angels jerseys and the
Yeah.
hat. I just don't. It doesn't. Again, it's like it was very meh.
And like, so I was in. I
It
did
grew
all
on
this-
me.
I did
The
all those
Angel stuff
baseball
all grew on
stadiums,
me.
and nobody in Anaheim was rocking any City Connect gear. Like they had like Seattle had all their stuff out, and people were rocking it. San Francisco, people were rocking it. But no one in Anaheim was rocking City Connect stuff. But I'm still gonna go with the Padres hat.
Okay. So Anaheim is another one that just seems to be missing from my overlay thing, so I can't even show that one. Well, yeah, the Padres one, like they didn't do anything to the logo at all, but the color shift, it's too good.
It really is.
I agree.
Yeah, a couple of them did the color shift thing but did it really well. Like the Boston one is really good too. Like in terms of like changing colors.
Right. I think that's what saved that one for me was the hat.
I think what's interesting about the hats is that there's always there's always interesting, like you can always find an interesting versions of hats. Like, there's a million different versions of every team's hat, like on lids or whatever. But it's like, the City Connects, even when they do have the color shift, do come with some pretty good hats.
Baloney, which who you representing in that hat? I also like. I already mentioned it once, but I really like the Milwaukee hat. I like the MKE; it's pretty cool. Now, one thing. This was the only one we really. I mean, Svo touched on it for a second. Those are just some ugly shit.
It's just so boring. I like the patch, the R with the crown.
R with the crown, yeah.
But that's it.
They're kind of stealing that from the Royals, from the basketball team.
Yeah.
Too. So that's pretty much the same logo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You can get an Andrew Benintendi one for like $40 on MLB shop right now. I was following
one of the few images that I showed tonight where the player wearing the jersey actually still plays.
It's still on the team, yeah.
And then I like the Miami hat a lot.
Miami hat's really good.
Yeah. Okay, I do have a few lists to. Yeah, Baloney. That's exactly why I'm asking.
I didn't realize Baloney was Mexican.
I didn't know that either. Okay, so I have a few lists just to share, and then we'll wrap up here. This is our buddy Not Larry. So those are his favorites. We got Seattle, Milwaukee, San Diego, Boston, and then the White Sox. And then we got Steve Niss gave me kind of a list.
Yeah.
Cubs and Dodgers at the bottom is pretty much the consensus around here. Sam, do you want me to share your list? Because I can. It'll take me a minute to put it together. Here, let me get Sam's. Talk amongst yourselves while I get Sam's list together here.
Oh God, I'm scared of Sam's list.
You saw Sam's list, I think, Jordan.
Did I? I don't know. I don't know what happens in the group chat anymore.
Right.
Oh, I know Sam's list.
He's such a punk.
God.
Hang on one more second here, and I'll have it up. This is our buddy Sam Reeves' list. It says none of them make me feel connected to any city.
I don't think Sam likes fun though.
He's a curmudgeon, man.
Yeah.
He's a grumpy ass motherfucker. And then finally, this is a list that I talked to my sister last night, and this is a list that my nephew, he's either 10 or 11. I think he's 11. Agonized over making. So this is his list, and his top 4 are pretty spot on.
Yeah.
He did have a list of ones that he didn't like, and the Rockies were on.
I aim to be divisive.
Oh man. So yeah, that's what we got here. I'm going to read it for our audio listeners. Padres, Nationals, Marlins, White Sox, Reds. He put the Cubs on there. Their whole family's a bunch of Cubs fans. Brewers, Astros, Rangers, Mariners. So those were his top 10. Thank you for contributing, Michael. We'll have maybe I'll have you on the pod at some point when we start drafting all kinds of weird shit. So, but okay, so that's our draft here. I feel like I can't pick who's gonna win that one. Usually when we do a draft, people are like, oh, I think this person has, or even in like the last one, like we all agreed that HBIC like just crushed us. And he he got like 70% in the poll. So, but yeah, I like Svo's draft. I like everybody's. I think everybody did a good job here. So thank you all very much. Jordan, anything new and exciting going on with the Ass Crew?
We got a podcast on Thursday. Podcast every Thursday. It's my return to the podcast after softball season.
Is Stoop on? Because I can't watch if Stoop's on.
I believe Stoop is on.
Cool. Okay. And then Chrystal, Southside Sox, Visiting Dugout.
Actually, there is no Stoop this week.
Oh shit. So I can watch then.
Yeah.
So Southside Sox, were you supposed to be covering the game tonight? No, I'm kidding.
Actually, I am. I have about 4 tabs open right now. You guys are the main focus, but right now I'm working to overthrow Brett as he is in Paris on vacation.
Oui.
I am the boss. And yeah, I do Visiting Dugout. I do Mets stuff for Willett's Pen. Like, I do picture list. I don't know. I'm just busy all the time.
A lot of stuff. It's awesome.
Yeah.
You do great work. Everything you do is dynamite. So
thank you. I did write about the 5 stages of grief of being a White Sox fan today. It's actually on Bleed Covey Blue. They asked me to help out with their
that's cool
preview. So
well, they're playing each other, so it makes sense, right?
Yep. So go read that. Self-promotion. It's really good.
Right on. All right. Well, Svo wanted me to mention Yumper and Svo at the show season 3 premiere is going to be on August 20th, which is this upcoming Sunday. Yeah. Sunday. Yeah. At 8 p.m. So be on the lookout for that. There's going to be the people who regularly pop on playback for it with us for the wrestling shows. We're not doing it this week, but we will be back next week. I will also be doing another draft next week. I'm not sure exactly what the topic is yet. I have a couple that I'm percolating. It'll be the last episode of what I will be quoting my first season, and then season 2 will start in probably either late September, early October. And I'll go ahead and announce it right now. We're going to be doing a Simpsons draft. And it's going to be absolutely crazy. I'm going to have 6 people on with me. So I might break StreamYard with all the people that are going to come on with me, but that'll be fun. Another thing I want to mention, I did get a 40-game plan to the Sox this season, and I just kind of want to go to like 1 or 2 more games this year and then just kind of give up. So what I'm doing is I'm going to be giving away tickets. I'll be raffling them off to various charities over the course of the next handful of weeks to close out the season. 2 seats, parking pass, stadium club, and every week I'm gonna post a different charity, and if you donate $5, you'll be in the raffle for the charity. So the first one I'll try to get up tomorrow. It'll be for next Sunday, which is the 27th, against the Twins. $5 to Planned Parenthood, and you'll be in the raffle. So be on the lookout for that. I know our buddy Marge also is doing one for her charity. Can't remember. I will post on both my show Twitter as well as the Penguin Twitter and my Twitter, personal Twitter, a link to that as well. So again, that's just like what I just mentioned too. $5 to her charity, and and I'm going to give out those tickets too. Those are for the 16th, I think she said. So be on the lookout for that. That's about it for now. I thank you, Chrystal. Thank you, Jordan. Thank you, Svo, for being on. Anytime you want to come back, anytime you have an idea for me, anytime any of my listeners, viewers, anytime anybody has an idea for a draft, please don't be bashful. Shoot it out at me, and we can get that moving, and you could be on as well. So, so you're back.
I am sorry.
No, you're good. Did you have anything you want to say? I mentioned the 20th. You guys are back on.
No, just thank you for having me on. And August 20th, Yumper Info season 3, and some college football talk coming with our boy Brewhan Luke.
Right on. We're gonna be doing some college football on playback as well throughout the year. So we'll be on the lookout for that. But again, this has been episode 25 of It's Getting Drafty in here. I am your host, Magnificent Stan. Thank you very much, and we'll see you next time.